Yo, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. No Young Cushy today, guys. It's your boy, Just Quanta Destructor, once again, dude, running these Discord episodes, which are actually really fucking fun. I have to say that. Off the rip. And I have a very interesting guest with me today. One of the fucking OG classics of Augusta, dude. I'm just going to go ahead off the rip. Just going to go get right immediately the fuck into it. Todd Soles, what the fuck is up, dude? Welcome to the Disgusta Radio, man.
Nothing much.
Yes, dude.
Nothing much, man. Glad to be here. Always glad to hear something like that branded with Disgusta and everything. So glad to hear that there's still some involvement with that. So that's always sick.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. And yes, guys, welcome back to Disgusta Radio once again. And like I said, we have a fucking OG of a guest right here. And off the rip, I want to go ahead and say, like, we used to like go to shows and all that kind of shit, like back in the day, and like all that kind of shit. I really want to talk about that shit because I thought it was fucking awesome. I feel like you were like the person who like everyone like kind of looked up to. You know what I mean? Like you ever think about shit like that?
Sometimes I do, and to be honest with you, that's why like I kept booking after everything changed the way it did, because I wanted to give people an option to where they can still come out to shows, have fun, because like there ain't fuck all to do in Augusta.
Right.
I wanted to give people other options than just staying at home and doing drugs, because like there's a terrible like problem that I see, like especially like with watching, like I'm not gonna like name drop people, but younger people that's been in our community like overdose, but like you hardly ever hear people like say anything to where they're like, hey man, you don't want to chill out with that a little bit. It's never anything until it's too late, unfortunately.
Now, did you have you I'm gonna try to confirm some things that I probably don't remember from back in the day during those times, but like, are you straight edge currently, or?
Oh boy, I haven't been straight edge now for about 3 to 4 years.
Right, but you did go through like that time where you totally like were about that life, right? Like,
oh yeah, totally about that life. Like, wasn't drinking, wasn't smoking, no promiscuous sex or anything like that. I wasn't entirely about that. I'm pretty sure there's numerous stories about me going around taking 4 Lokos from people, telling people not to drink at Sector 7G. So, that's definitely how it is. I mean, when you have an all ages environment, you got to keep it all ages.
That's true. I 100% agree with that. Indeed. Now, what do you think was like the motivation behind like, like other than like the underage drinking, like was there like musical influences behind that way of thinking and all that kind of stuff too? Like,
oh, of course, there was like some really great straight edge bands like, Project X, Minor Threat, that, that really kind of like pushed that idea and everything, because that's the only reason why that came about anyway. Is like back in the early 80s from Minor Threat, they were touring around on a song called Straight Edge. Matter of fact, they almost named the band Straight Edge. So
I am familiar with Minor Threat. I am familiar with them. I always fuck with them, dog. I thought they were cool, man. Like, I've never.
They're definitely like one of those earlier.
Right. Like, I've never been straight edge myself, but I've always respected people who like fucking did it, because that's a hell of a thing to do. Like, I can't even talk shit about someone who's being straight edge, because it's like that's such a fucking commitment. It's like I feel like it's like an honorable thing to do. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It does make sense, because it's like one of those things where like you do catch some shit for saying, oh yeah, I don't drink. Oh, so why don't you? It's because I choose not to, because I'm straight edge. Oh, so you're one of the straight edge weirdos.
Right.
So you hear a lot of crazy shit.
Now what made you want to like stop being straight edge? Like, was there anything like specific that happened, or like you were just like, maybe it's time to just take a break and how did that work? Out of curiosity.
With that, I just got older, and I just kind of like, it's one of those things where I felt like that I shouldn't be policing people's lives and what they do or don't do, much less like at the same time, like I started seeing where that a lot of straight edge dudes were really shitty dudes, and that weren't really all that great to women. Like, in my opinion, like you can't be straight edge and then, be trying to have like sex with multiple girls. And furthermore, I don't think it's necessarily appropriate to like say shit like girls can't be straight edge and things like that. And that was a big
that was a thing.
I don't know. I just didn't feel it was for me. Yeah,
Wow.
that was a thing. That was a thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it was more so like a. It was more like a. I think it might have been more of like a tongue-in-cheek thing, but some people took it serious. And
Mm,
I don't know. Like I felt like there was also some hypocrisy with straight edge because it's a bit controversial because some people don't necessarily believe that the third X means to not be going out and fucking.
right,
So it
right.
was very it's just a very gray area, and for me, I don't know. I just didn't want to. Because I believe, like, whenever Minor Threat actually sang the song straight edge, don't drink, don't smoke, don't fuck, and don't fuck as being promiscuous and things of that nature.
Right, right.
So, like, whenever you have people that are being promiscuous and then being claiming to be straight edge, I just didn't want to associate with that anymore. So,
That totally makes
and then I
sense.
found that Fireball actually tastes kind of good.
Yeah. Oh God, wait, hold on. You like Fireball? Wow, wow. No way, dude. No way, dude. I actually like. I feel like
Yeah, when we visit,
I feel like Fireball like really fucks me up, dude.
yeah,
Like I don't know. Like I feel like it's like one of
it's
those drinks that like I get
yeah.
white girl wasted with. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, it's definitely one of those that definitely hits really good, but it's definitely one of those that it's definitely a favorite of mine. So
Hell yeah.
it was one of the first
Interesting.
ones that I actually started into.
Right. Hell yeah. I think that's very interesting, man. Because like I don't know. Like I said, dude. Like I didn't really know much about the straight edge community, but like you said, your whole explanation about it was just totally 100% made sense to me because I've always thought about it and I've never like had any animosity towards anyone who was straight edge, but like it's just interesting to hear like from your perspective of someone going through it, and actually doing the damn thing and being that person in that environment with those kind of shows and shit. Because I mean, like those shows used to get wild back in the day, dude. Like Sector 7 and Club
Oh yeah,
Club Hollywood. Did you ever go to Club Hollywood? You were at Club Hollywood, of course.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
course,
I
of
was.
course. Of course. Now, do you have any like what are some of your favorite memories from some of those times? Cuz literally
Oh
anything.
boy, there's so many. I think maybe the first wave of shows that I started going to back in the day. It was a very weird lineup. It was a Christian band called Foreknown. Trying to think who else. I think Blessed by a Broken Heart was on it,
Mm.
and A Day to Remember was too. It's just
Oh,
like
of
one of those things
course.
where it's just like, now this is back in like 2000, maybe 2004 or so, 2006.
Mm, mm.
So like there wasn't a lot of people. There was like a lot of people there, but like I very vividly remember Donnie, uh, Joseph Alvarez.
Oh yeah. Oh
Some of
yeah.
those,
Holy shit. Oh
and so
yeah.
I think Mike Galino was there too. So it was a lot of fun. That was like one of the first shows I have. Matter of fact, I have like some photos from that, and I had this like really awkward haircut phase that I went through, and it was a terrible time for me personally.
What was it, a
Now,
Mohawk?
in retrospect, looking back, no, dude, it was like I don't know. I was trying to do scene hair. It was awful. I'll have to find a picture of it and send it to you. It is
Oh
terrible.
man, oh yeah, dude. I totally remember the Day to Remember shows like at Club Hollywood. That was like probably one of my. I think it was like a Day to Remember, Attack, like all that kind of shit like that. I remember like My Children, My Bride. That was one of my favorite ones because they came a lot. Day to Remember came twice, but I remember I saw you at the show and they came to the arena. Day to Remember came to the arena or whatever, and
Yes.
so many good, dude. That was such a fucking fun ass show, dude. Like I still think about that show because it felt like what Sector or Club Hollywood could have been. Like it was just such a cool environment to like see everyone back in there in the arena, just fucking throwing down, doing the shit we used to fucking do, and just being them fucking selves, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I saw a lot of people that I hadn't seen for a while, and then like, you know, for the past like I'd say maybe 3 to 4 years from whenever like the Iron Heights reopened, and then like from whenever Muka took over and it became the epicenter. We had still
Yeah.
tried to, like, we still carried the torch and everything. So I still saw like some of my newer friends that I've made along the way out there, and then like my older friends that I haven't seen in a long time being there. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, I
Mm.
think that Augusta has a big potential, but there's a lot of things that Augusta has to like organized together in order for it to be a much better place than what it is right now for local music.
Right. I 100% agree, because the whole thing with the Iron Heights thing was like, it was there, it was happening, but it just wasn't happening as hard as they wanted to. And some of the shit I heard about, like, I'm not gonna get into all that, but I mean, like, the shit I heard about how they were so kind about, like, letting people come there and perform music. I think that was the main thing. Like, they were just so fucking kind. They were so down to just put on, because it's an all-age venue. That means anybody can come there and just come have fun. But with that comes a lot of shit behind it, But I do see the potential that Augusta has when it comes to potentially maybe even having, like, a whole new music venue or something like that. That could actually help people, like, come out and put their music out and shit. But, like, as of right now, it's like getting a show at, like, a bar or something like that, and that's the best you could probably do for right now.
Yeah, and I think that what really needs to take place, because, like, I feel like Augusta is really behind on the times when it comes to, like, how they deal with their liquor licensings and things like that. Because, like, you can go to a show at, like, the Masquerade or go to a show at New Brooklyn Tavern, and just pay a difference fee. So that way you're not necessarily, where the money's actually balancing out, where one's not paying more than the other. And, you're able to have, like, all ages shows in bars and things like that.
Right,
and,
right.
That's one of the things that, like, I think that if enough people actually, presented a better argument for, or actually even tried to talk about, then, it could be beneficial to, I think, to everyone that's, really involved. And you're right. There was a lot of things that with Iron Heights that was really good. There's a lot of things at the Iron Heights that was really bad, because that's just from, working, doing my own promotions. Working with the homie Mitch Gale,
shout out Mitch,
even David.
Yeah, shout out to all of them.
That kid to death.
Shout out to all of them. Yeah,
Mitch. But
no,
I could really go on and on about that. Maybe one day we'll have to do something talk about that one day.
Oh yeah, no, we'll take a deeper dive into that. But I just wanted to say real quick that I do want to say real quick about the Masquerade, about the whole, like, the 18 to 21 thing. I noticed that in Atlanta as well. Like, that's the whole that's the shebang right there. That's how you make successful business. As long as you could, like, monitor that shit and make sure everyone's safe and all that kind of shit, that's ideal. And Augusta needs to, like, have something like that in place, I feel like, to draw more people to want to come down there and make it more of, like, because Augusta, it's such a, like, a fucking, like, open-minded place. So I feel like they should go in that direction when it comes to shit like that, like, for sure. Like, with venues.
Yeah, most definitely. It's I don't know if it's still the same now, but it used to be, like, the second largest city in Georgia, but I feel like it has, like, the 1940s mentality of how they handle things.
Totally agree. Yes, I think that's very accurately put right there. But yeah, man, like I said, I could go on about the fucking downtown days and all that shit and the venues and music forever, but we're not gonna do that. Even though this is Disgusta Radio, motherfucker, we're gonna go ahead and get into some of these news stories. But it was interesting to just hear your perspective on all that, though, Todd. I really have to say, it was really interesting to just hear, like, how you think about that time, because honestly I think about that time a lot, because it really affected, like, who I am today, and I think in a positive way, honestly.
Yeah, I think that it definitely helped a lot of people. It gave a lot of people an outlet and everything, and it's very important. It was very important. I think that it's definitely been one of those things where it probably kept a lot of people out of a lot of trouble. I mean, some people still found a lot of trouble because of it, but at the same time, it was definitely a great time in our lives, and it's good to reminisce every once in a while.
Yeah, totally. I regret nothing. If you ever saw me act crazy at a show, guess what? I regret nothing. I'm saying it right now. It is me, Quantum Destructor. Hello. I'm saying it. I regret nothing.
If I ever punched... If I accidentally punched any of you on this listening in the face, I promise it was out of love.
Yeah, and he does not regret it. It was love, motherfuckers. Okay, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna speak for Todd like that, but yeah, honestly, I had, like I said,
exactly, totally is.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I think about those times too. Like you said, it's fun to reminisce. And yeah, man, shout out to all those times, man. If you know, you know. If you listen to this podcast and you live in Augusta and you're listening to Disgusta Radio, if you know, you know right now. We're talking about some real fucking shit right now. If you know, you fucking know. And I know most of you fucking know. Anyways, let's get into this first fucking story. Now, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Evan Gransky right now off the rip. because this first story, I'm not gonna talk about this one too long. I just thought it was interesting because I've actually been in a situation like this where I've saved someone from overdosing myself. It didn't make the news or anything because that's not important. But the fact is, I've actually legitimately been in a situation like this. And I'm not gonna name drop anyone or nothing like that.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm gonna give a shout out to Evan Gransky. He noticed something was wrong with the driver in front of him, and that's also how you get a DUI, guys. By the way, the car continued to go, and then she swerved to the left, and then it looks like Evan just pulled up on her, and he realized that she was having a drug overdose, and he came home to pick up his his fiance, who actually just so happened to keep Narcan. Oh wow, holy shit! I haven't read this story beforehand, by the way, Todd. I'm just going with the flow right now. I've
only read like a few things myself on it.
Right, but they saved their life. They saved the person's life. So, I think that's interesting. We also talked about this with the straight edge shit like that. I don't know if have you ever been in a situation where you saw someone overdosing in front of you?
No, I haven't. Not. I've never experienced anything like that. The only thing that I've experienced close to that was maybe like a year or two ago, whenever a friend of mine was messaging me needing to go to the hospital. That was the only time I've dealt with that. I've dealt with individuals, and it might be we might actually even be talking about the same person in some instances with some of their struggles with addiction, but that I've actually had a talk with them, and they've been in and out of rehab and whatnot. So
right. I understand that it's a struggle. Honestly, like it really is a struggle to to suffer through addiction and things like that. I feel like I've seen it so much. I feel like, and and it's never me having the problem. It's always I'm just around people. All my friends suck. No, I'm just joking. But I have been around people who have been in a situation like that, and if you see someone, suffering from addiction and shit like that, this is another reason I brought this up. I want you to know that you should try to help that person as much as possible. And, never give up on somebody. Some people will give up on people, but, I think it's better to not give up on people. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's just my fucking opinion.
I agree with you on that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to hit by this story real quick. Get a little fucking little serious. I wouldn't call it a tearjerker, unless you're into jerking off about shit like this or whatever, but like.
But I will say that Evan is probably one of the nicest human beings that I've ever known. I've known him for
dude.
Such a very long time. Back whenever oh gosh, I forget what band he was in a long time ago.
Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue, Todd.
That's really is.
It's really on the tip of my tongue. Dead Sons? Is that it? Dead End Sons?
Actually, that was one of them, but there was another band that he was in that predated Dead End Sons.
Oh shit, dude! Damn, we're fucking up our Augusta history.
I don't know. I'm looking like a fucking newbie here, but yeah, I've known Evan for a long time, and he's always been like a super nice dude. Actually lived with his brother Brandon for a good little while. So like I've actually kind of interacted with his whole family, including like Parker and all of them. So
yeah, shout out Parker.
They're all really good stock, and I'm definitely glad to say that I know them. So
hell yeah, good people. So as this article proves, and I just wanted to give this a quick shout out because it's just some awesome Augusta content, like some fucking some people just being superheroes in Augusta. No big deal. But we got Narcan here. How to get Narcan. We got all these numbers right here highlighted. Check it out if you know someone who's having drug problems. Let's go ahead and move to this next story. LA man who mocked COVID-19 vaccine dies of the virus. Now, Todd, these stories are pretty common, right?
Yeah, it's super unfortunate. I'm really over this dumb shit. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like,
what's your opinion on on something like this?
Well, there's no reason to joke about any of that because, like, unfortunately, this is not like a some QAnon fan fiction that everybody's jerking off to, thinking that this virus isn't real.
Right.
And
totally.
If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So I mean,
I agree.
It sucks that this sucks that this dude died, but at the same time, don't be a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of like I think it was like over the course of the summer last year, where some dude, it was documented on his Facebook, where he was like, "Oh no, COVID's not a big deal," and then it showed him at this like huge party, and then a few days later it said that he had COVID. Then like a few days later he was like, dead and buried.
Mm.
So it's very interesting, kind of like watch the timeline of things and watching people do stuff and everything. It's important to go out and and actually get vaccinated.
Right.
I personally haven't been yet,
Right.
but that's something I'm going to change here soon, especially like I wanted to kind of sit back, watch, see how people reacted to it and everything, especially like especially after seeing like some of the things that did happen, like with the Johnson & Johnson and everything, and then kind of going.
Yes, I actually took the Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, I actually took the Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, so I'm still alive though, guys, by the way, but didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going, buddy.
Oh, dude, you're fine. Like, I'd be really fucking weirded out if you hadn't have survived. That'd be really weird right now.
Right. Yeah, dude, I did survive the Johnson & Johnson, and honestly, I got vaccinated. I actually waited to get vaccinated. I didn't really fucking think about it that much, because I honestly feel like I haven't had COVID like at all. Like, I feel like I have not had COVID at any point at all. Or maybe I did and I was asymptomatic, but I feel like I didn't get the worst of it, if anything, but I chose to get the vaccine just because I go out in public a lot. Like, I'm always going out somewhere in public. I like to go out in public. I like to be in crowds of people, and I got it solely for that reason, so.
Yeah, for me, like, I primarily, like, because I moved to Florida back in July of last year, and which is crazy enough, because I was actually traveling back and forth to see my ex at the time, and everything was really good. I didn't catch COVID then or anything like that. And then like the really weird thing happened is that her grandpa, and no, not her grandpa, but her grandma and her uncle ended up getting it.
Oh wow!
And we used to go over to their house a lot, give them hugs and shit like that, because family stuff.
Right.
And neither of us fucking got it, but they both got it, and like her aunt didn't get it, and she's she's married to her uncle, so it's just like, it's just really fucking weird. I don't understand it, but at the same time I understand it and know that it can fucking kill me, so I want to avoid it.
Right. Totally, man. See, that's my main concern right there. Is like, I'm aware of it. I know it's there. I know it can fucking kill me potentially. But like, I'm not going around like fucking like making out with girls at bars randomly just because I'm horny or something like that. I'm not doing no fucking crazy shit like that. Like, or I'm not like fucking like licking the table or licking the toilet seat. I'm not doing anything crazy like that, because I know that it exists, and I could totally get it. I could totally fucking get it, man. So I'm not taking any chances, basically, is what I'm saying. And any of those examples, which are all very oddly specific, I'm taking no chances. Okay, I'm taking no chances. So, but now I totally agree.
Dude, I don't fucking blame you.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just been,
like what you said about like how your family just got it just like that. But it's like, how though? It's like, what the hell? Like, it's weird. It's weird.
It is. It doesn't make any sense how people get it, how they don't get it, and then like it's even more entertaining how like people are like, well, there's like a 95% survival rate. Yeah, but what that's one thing to say, but like at the same time though, like people that have survived with it are having like ailments with it now.
Exactly.
They're having shortness of breath and everything like that. So it's like, okay, so. You're just looking like a big fucking idiot saying, oh, there's 95% survival rate.
Exactly. Yes, exactly, dude. That's why that gave me a little chuckle, because that's accurate as fuck. Exactly. So.
Because, like, I'd rather wear a mask than have to wear an oxygen mask for the rest of my life to just walk around. So.
Right, dude. Why is that so hard? Like, people act like this country has never been through like any kind of form of like pandemic ever. Like, they act like this is the first one to ever happen. They act like scientists have not been around for decades and on decades to be able to achieve the things that they can as fast as possible. Keep in mind that we have modern medical technology now too. Like, this, it's not too far off to think that this is something that could potentially help you. I mean, I know, some people get the vaccine and they still get COVID afterwards, but it's like, dude, it's not 100%. It's like you still know if you still go out, you're still taking a risk, like, and you never fucking know. So
it's just really weird. Also, because people act like that you just pop out the pussy and just immediately immune to everything in the world. Like you don't get
right, yes.
You don't build up immunity, and you don't actually get vaccinated for things.
Right.
So
dude.
It's not like you just pop out and you're invincible. It just blows my mind. Like, I think Rob Schneider, which I was very upset to hear him say, "Oh, I'm not going to get the vaccination. I have an immune system."
Yeah. It's like
you also got got vaccinated for MERS, mumps, and rubella. That's why that shit's not in existence now.
Right, exactly. Like, there's literally evidence of how you can make a disease go away. There's literally fucking evidence of how you can make that possible, or make the rate of it occurring in humans so low that it becomes rare. But everyone's saying fuck that with Corona. We want Corona to be around forever, is what everyone's saying, and I think that's fucking psychotic. Fuck, dude. Let's fucking move on. But no. So, and also, I want to say this quote real quick. I'm sorry, Todd. I gotta say it. I'm sorry. We have a tweet from the guy who died from this. He said it got 99 problems, but a vaccine won. I had to say it. I'm sorry, Todd. I had to say it.
Oh, dude, you're completely fine.
Got 99 problems, but a vaccine won. Hit me. Dun, 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 dun,
dun, dun, dun. And then COVID-19 hit him.
Yes, exactly, dude. Man, that's fucked up, dude. Fuck, dude. Apparently, he should have got the vax. I mean, we already established that. So, yeah, guys, if you're afraid of getting vaccinated, I don't see why not. I mean, we have modern day medical science that you can literally look at the cells and fucking see the virus. You can see what it looks like. You can see how it spreads. If that doesn't make any sense to you, maybe this isn't the podcast for you. Because I don't know. That's crazy, dude, to not realize that. Science was one of my favorite topics or subjects growing up, too. So, that's just me. But, all right, Todd, let's get into this last video.
Alrighty.
So you said you were familiar with this.
I had seen some of it. I'm actually about to watch this right now because I have not actually seen all of it.
Okay, cool. Whenever you push play, just let me know.
Alright. Yeah, I'm pressing play now.
You're good.
Can y'all make up a rap song about this? Well, I'll help you out. You see, you got your goal.
So fucked.
In the county jail. Think about that, brother. And you know what? This you could call it the blue gang, the Bell Gang Blue.
Why do you say blue?
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
This is terrible.
I know, dude. Jesus.
You're arrested every time.
And the fact that he put the charm on backwards.
Yeah, dude, that's even more disrespectful. Jesus, dude, Todd, Jesus, look, we gotta immediately get into this one, dude. What the fuck is this? Is this what cops are doing now to look cool? What the fuck is going on here, dude?
Well, what's happening is you get these cornbread-looking motherfuckers on on Facebook or on TV, celebrating their drug busts and stuff like that, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, because a lot of times it's either I've seen it where it's these ridiculously small amounts.
Yeah.
Of weed, and I'm just
oh yeah, those are the craziest ones. Totally.
And I'm just you should what exactly has happened? I would understand if it's something where if there was a situation where there is violence, but there's nothing to be proud of.
Right.
In the situation, and to be taunting about aha, I got this this gold chain even though I don't know how to put it around my own neck correctly.
Right. Right.
The war on drugs is a joke. It's never really worked. It's never been anything that's been effective. The only thing it does is just been unfortunately maximize the amount of incarcerations that have happened to people of color and adds to the racism that's still ingrained in our system today.
Dude, I totally 100% agree, Todd. This is how the fuck we run Disgusta Radio right now. That's exactly some themes of Disgusta Radio right fucking there on the tip of the tongue right there. That's exactly, man. Like, some shit like this, it just seems extremely unnecessary. It seems like it's just rooted in racism. It seems like it's just trying to taunt and belittle the black community just because of something like that, especially if it's something like I said, yeah, if it's some weed, we've reached the point in this country where weed is basically, like, no one gives a fuck about weed anymore at this point. Like, no one gives a fuck about that. But, I mean, this absolute flaunting of the way this sheriff is just doing his thing with the fucking chain backwards and shit, it's fucking embarrassing on his part. Honestly, it's cringe as hell. I was going to ask you, well, how cringe is this?
I was about to crawl underneath my desk, to be honest with you, because
dude, it's absolutely horrible.
It makes no sense. Yeah. Like, I would think that they would have like a PR team to be like, guys, we know you're stoked about this, but don't do that.
This is absolutely stupid and idiotic. Yes, dude. Well, fuck, dude. So this little backstory behind it. It's a 16-month undercover investigation has led to the arrest of nearly 30 people in Polk County. It relates to trafficking, sale, possession of illegal drugs, blah, blah, blah. Polk County, I don't know. Oh, wait, yeah, it's in Florida. Duh, it's in Florida. Florida! Well, no, what? It's Florida. All the crazy shit happens in Florida, like.
Oddly enough, the reason why that you hear about so much in Florida is because of the way that there's a, I forget how it is that with the reporting, is that it's just more broadly accessible for stories. So
okay, yeah.
That's the reason why that you see a lot more stuff about Florida circulating.
Well, this is, I don't know.
But also, Florida's weird as shit anyway.
Right? Yeah, definitely. So, fuck, dude. I don't know. That was a really weird one. Like I said, the wilder it is, the better here on Disgusta Radio. Shout out to all the crazy people in Florida. Shout out to all the crazy people in Georgia, too. Actually, shout out to all the crazy people in the world. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, dude. Shout out to all the crazy people. Especially if you're a sheriff busting a rhyme in front of the camera wearing a gold chain backwards the wrong way. Holding two pictures of two black people who are not proven guilty until, or whatever, however you say that phrase. Anyways, guys, fuck it, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. Todd, thank you for joining me, dog.
It's not a problem, Quan. Definitely a lot of fun. Definitely would love to be back, and we can talk some good old Disgusta history.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That actually sounds really dope, dude. That's actually gonna be a thing now. Hell yeah, we're gonna totally do that, because just the whole history behind it is so fun, dude. Honestly, it's really interesting shit to talk about, and I'm so happy that Todd was actually down to come and do this shit with me, man. So fuck yeah, dude. I really appreciate it, dog. Anything you want to plug?
Dude, definitely. I know that there's a show coming up on August the 26th. It's Osai's birthday show. It's going to be at the Beckplex.
Oh yeah, I'm going to that. I'm going.
Well, I guess I can let the secret out. Your boys are going to be traveling up there for this. I haven't really told a lot of people, but I will be in town for this. I'm actually going to be coming up Florida, have fun, and see some smiling faces. So
dude, fuck
I'm fucking
yeah,
stoked.
Dude. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, dude. Well, fuck yeah, dude. That was quite an announcement, dude. Holy shit. This episode's going to drop next week, by the way, so. Or, wait, what's today? Sunday?
Sick.
Yeah. Sometime next week. Probably. Well, I gotta talk about it right now. But yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I can't wait to see you, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Definitely stoked to see everyone. The last thing I would want to say is that, I think that right now Augusta has like a really good position of where they can be, to where, if everybody works together, comes together, that you'll have an opportunity to build up something great. And build up a good community and build up the scene that you'd want to see,
I agree.
A unified scene.
Yes, I 100% agree. And as long as we've been working on this, guys, we might as well just keep going at it, because we're the ones who are going to affect whether or not that happens or not, So I say fucking keep up the good work for everyone who's been doing shit out there, booking gigs downtown, doing all the shit. Shout out to everyone doing that shit, dude. And outside of Augusta too. Like shit, like I said, like the show that Todd just plugged. So like all that shit too. Pull up, fucking have fun, like come turn the fuck up. Hell yeah. Anything else, Todd, that you want to plug? That's it.
Well, check out my friends in Backslide. They just recently put out a real bang over record. Really dope stuff. Be on the lookout, I guess, for Arcadi to do something new, I guess. I know that they've been working on some things, so
shout out.
I'm definitely glad to see Milo's out there venturing out into other shows and play that show in Columbia. Hopefully things are going better for him and he can get a new car, since you can hit 5 cars in one night and not get arrested the same night. But that's a different topic entirely together, I guess.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a good one. For those who don't know, just real quick, some guy hit a bunch of cars downtown Augusta one night and didn't get arrested. So so shout out to that. Anyways, but yeah, shout out to Milo as well too, because we're gonna have Milo on the podcast soon too. I really wanted him to come in person, but it's so hard. But everyone's so busy these days, quitting their fast food jobs and all that shit because they realize that they're worth a lot more money. So it's hard out here for a pimp. So we're just gonna.
Yeah, it is. I can imagine.
We're gonna just. I'm really into the Discord episodes. My internet can be a little shitty, but it still works as long as I have this mic. But yeah, shout out to Mob. We're gonna have him on too, and shout out Backslide too. Actually, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Seasons of Violence is actually pretty perfect. And on a side note, I think I might actually vote. If I could vote, I think I might actually vote for Tyler to be mayor if that actually were to ever happen.
Oh yeah, holy shit, nice throwback, Todd. Holy shit, yeah. I feel like he could actually pull it off. I feel like he'd be like a chill ass mayor, like totally. Like I agree. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Well, guys, you can follow me at Quantum Destructor on Instagram. Fucking add me on Snapchat. Fuck it. Add me on Snapchat. I don't give a fuck. Also, we have a Facebook page at Quantum Destructor. That's what I'm putting on the podcast at right now. So we get it on all other streaming platforms, all that bullshit. And I mentioned this in the last episode, but I'll mention it again. I'm working on some things to make it video format again. So thanks for just listening to the audio version as well. So fuck yeah. Todd, thank you for joining me once again, dog.
Oh, it's not a problem, man. It's definitely been my pleasure. It's been a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. And you know what? Fuck it. Tune in next week. We're gonna watch Star Wars 1 through 6, react, and take a bunch of acid. It's gonna be fucking crazy. I swear to God, that's what we're doing next week. Peace.